Welcome back to the channel. Today what I'm going to be talking about is Joey Stax and Big Boy and the Street Cartel. Now, this right here is basically, and it's just my opinion, you got two idiots. Street idiots on top of that. Now, the thing about it is that you got two guys that are talking about, how much time they spend in prison. Like they went to college or something. Like they should have, diplomas on the wall or something like that, for how much time they spent in prison. And you got, from what Joey is saying, Big Boy spending 3 years in prison and saying that he's spending 8. And they're arguing back and forth about, Big Boy lying about how much time he spent in prison. 3 years, 8 years make you more important than the 3 years, I suppose. It's like I said, it's like they went to college or something. Again, two idiots, And I found that to be more prevalent with a lot of street people. Guys that went to prison and they come back and they bragging about how much time they spent in prison. And I guess they get some type of street credit for that. I mean, it looks like to me, if you went to prison, you were not that bright. And if you were not that bright, why would I give you street credit for being basically a dumb beep? I don't get it, man. That's what makes this whole thing so hilarious, And basically all it is he say, she say type of stuff. And you looking at one guy, Big Boy, who's, from what Joey is saying, one of those type of guys that does things behind your back. He always have to be the highlight. He always have to be the top guy. That's just one of those things. But you're looking at these two guys, they're trying to make a YouTube channel. They're trying to be more prevalent. I think one of them, Big Boy, Joey said Big Boy got 400,000 people on Instagram and he got 200,000. I haven't even looked to check. It just amazed me that people would even follow either one of them. That's the crazy part about it. YouTube is something that requires you to have your own thing. Your own thing. And if you don't have your own thing, then it's going to be a lot harder to get followers. It's going to be a lot harder to get people to follow you if you don't have your own thing. And that's pretty much a requirement of the viewers. They don't want to make the decision. All you do is put up your best whatever you got out there and they decide whether or not they want to watch it or not. That's pretty much it. But these two guys, from what Joey is saying, Big Boy is trying to piggyback off of his 200,000 people to try to increase his 400,000 people. Stuff like that. And you may get subscribers like that, but they're not going to last long if they don't enjoy the content that you put out. You look at guys like Cali Muscle that Big Boy was hanging around a lot. Cali Muscle got... He got that something that reaches out and grab people to pay him some attention. He have that ability. Not everybody have that ability to reach out and grab people and get their attention and pull them in and keep them in. You may use Cali Muscle to get some of those millions of people that he have watching his channel, and they may subscribe to your channel, but it's only short-lived. Once people realize whatever you dishing out is not what they're looking for, then they're not going to stay there. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it works. So these two guys meet up in a hotel. I think it was a hotel or whatever I was looking at. And Big Boy challenging Joey, to a fight like little kids. You got two kids. You got one little fat kid and one little younger guy sitting there talking about fighting, like little children. And the sad part about it is that, Joey doing what street folks do, For real. You know, he's not going into a fight to talk about losing. So he already see you twice his size. So this guy come out with a knife. And exactly what it is they're fighting over, I have no idea. Because in my opinion, if it weren't true, you would have never got mad. that's the crazy part about it. If what the guy was saying wasn't true, you never got mad because, you know, he's lying on you. So, in my opinion, it has to be some type of sustenance to it about what he's saying for you to even talk about fighting the guy, you know. Other than that, you know, a bigger person brush that stuff to the side and keep moving. You know, street people, low intelligence, you talking about fighting people, you know, stuff like that. And especially fighting people over a YouTube video that he made on his channel. You know, the only people that are going to really see it is the people that's interested in it. And if they're interested in it, then they pretty much have the same thought process as I do. Since you was talking about getting on video and fighting this guy, it may be some truth to it. You know? I think both of these guys are trying to build up their channels with some type of confrontation. And believe it or not, you have had a lot of YouTubers, especially those ones that do pranks and stuff like that. You had, you know, back in the days, you know, prank YouTubers were huge. They did crazy stuff, get themselves arrested on film and put it up there and people just watch it, how they get arrested for doing dumb. I'm gonna have to bleep that because I'm talking like I talk, baby. So you got a bunch of people, you know, getting arrested from doing dumb stuff, and the crazy part about it is that they were big, but it was short lived. You know, once people get tired of watching that same old thing, they do like people do. They go to the next big thing, the next different thing. You know. So my thing is, if it's not of something of sustenance that's going to last for years, then, you know, what's the point of it? What's the point of becoming an overnight star and then be eating out the garbage can, you know, 2 weeks later? I don't get that part. But again, you got, like I said, two idiots, and then what kills me is just the arguing about who been in the prison the longest and stuff like that. That's the most asinine, stupidest thing I ever seen in my life. Anyway, that's what I want to talk to y'all about. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. And again, I'll be talking to you later.